Hello again, my dudes, this is Kadima back with another build video, this time for all the wrong reasons. I'm currently using that which is the meta, backhands with swift slash. Now, I've decided to take things to a whole new level to demonstrate how ridiculously powerful this thing is in PvP and how terrible it actually is when compared to other builds for PvE. Now, let's start with the build. Keen backhand blade plus 25. Keen because when you change the scaling to keen, it scales S with dexterity. You get 80 points in dexterity, and all of a sudden the weapon has 614 attack power. Now, how can we elevate this attack power to a whole new level? Easy. You use the white mask, you get Raksha's armor, the complete set, and this basically increases the damage dealt and the damage taken, and the white mask will give you increased damage when there is bleed in the vicinity. To do that even further, we also have Lords of Blood Exaltation, we have Godfrey Icon because we are going to charge the L2 lovely amazing skilled button that it is, Rotten Winged Sword Insignia because we are going to constantly attack, therefore it greatly increases the attack power as well, and Shard of Alexander because Ashes of War is a skill and you will just be doing more and more damage. So the more and more you attack, the more damage you will do. And also, Flask of Wondrous Physique is something that is just perfect for invasions, because you can actually use the Viridian hidden tier and the Cerulean hidden tier, and these two tiers together completely eliminate all stamina and all FP consumption. So you can actually spam the L2 about 8 times with this build before you run out of stamina and run out of FPs. But the moment you run out, you just use the Flask of Wondrous Physique in case one of the opponents is still alive for some miracle, and you are going to be able to continue to spam L2, and you are basically just going to destroy everything. Now, you may ask, how do we get the bleeding? Easy, blood grease, and all you have to do is apply this, just like that. You consume the Flask of Wondrous Physique, and you just spam that L2 forever and ever. And if you want to mess things around, you can actually do a charged one, and then an uncharged one, and then another charged one, and an uncharged one, and there you go. And I just traveled across the room twice, which is quite a big distance if you look to the other side of the room. So I made it all the way there and all the way back, completely spamming L2 with this incredible weapon and this incredible skillful Ashes of War. It requires a master degree in Elden Ring PvP to use this build. Now, I have nothing against you guys using this for invasions. In my opinion, and as far as I'm concerned, and I've been playing From Software games and being part of the PvP community since pretty much the beginning, in invasions, it's a free-for-all. There are no rules. You heal, you can do the cheesiest tactics, you can use the cheesiest weapons. It's a all-in for everybody, especially if you are being ganked. It's unfair. You are an invader. Sometimes there's 2 guys, 3 guys playing co-op. It's a 2 versus 1 or a 3 versus 1. So everything is allowed to win. And you should feel free to use this for invasions if you want to troll people, because this thing just destroys everybody, as I'm going to show you in a minute. But in the arena, I gotta be honest, I don't understand why would anyone participate in the arena using such a build. The reason being, when you go in the arena, you go with the objective of testing your skills against other players. That's the whole purpose of the arena. And this build requires absolutely no skill to use. All you have to do is spam one button, and that's it. That's all you do. It doesn't require any skill. It's absolutely terrifying when you see someone jumping at you like this constantly, non-stop, and no one is going to survive. I mean, this can be countered. You can use endurance and try to counter it, but come on, be honest. What are the chances that you are still going to succeed? They are very low. I've tried it. I did manage to defeat a couple of guys with that tactic, but it's so frustrating because they are always going to be at a massive advantage. These Ashes of War combined with this specific weapon just makes the game broken when it comes to PvP. And it's not fun. It's not fun for me, it's not fun for everybody else who goes in the arena with the purpose for which the arena was created, which is to test your skills. In any case, let's go through the stats. For this build to work, I'm using 55 vigor, 21 mind, endurance at 35, 14 strength because I already had the character created with 14 strength, and 80 in dexterity. You need no intelligence, no faith. You can go with arcane if you want to try to get the bleed to proc a bit faster, but I find that it doesn't really matter that much. I would rather dump everything into dexterity because the damage output, I gotta be honest, every time I do a fully charged L2 and I manage to catch the opponent properly, it's more than 1,000 damage with one single hit. It's absolutely crazy. And in the arena, as I said, this is just dirty. But let me show you a few examples of what I mean by this. Let's start with showing you first how bad this build is for PvE, especially bad when compared to much better builds out there like the Lightning Perfumer, even my Madness build, which was created exclusively for PvP, is better than this. But I will show you both an example of PvE against a dragon boss fight, and I'm going to give you an example of many examples in this case, invasions and arena fights, and you guys tell me what you think in the end. Right, let's start with how bad this build is for PvE. So I'm even going to summon the Mimic just so I have not just me, but the Mimic as well, doing the same thing against the boss. I actually got hit by the boss landing, and I think I actually get hit a second time when I'm buffing, which is here. I think I got hit. No, I didn't. In any case, this is what it does. Yes, you still cause bleed, you still have damage, it's still great, but do you see those tiny chunks of health? That's nothing. That is nothing compared to many other builds out there. So this is the case of a build that is entirely effective only in PvP, which I have nothing against such builds. As I said, my Madness build is actually pretty much the same. Much better in PvE, in my opinion, even though you can't really do Madness to enemies because it doesn't really work as it works against players. But it's still, you do a lot more damage than these little tiny chunks of HP. And yes, I actually missed the backstab here because there was a lot of enemies going around. I mean the critical hit. But there was a lot going on, a lot of enemies. But if I was using any other build, for example the Lightning Perfumer bottle build, it would not take this long, I assure you. Especially if I had the Mimic helping me, we would have got this guy down in about 15 seconds, maybe less. In any case, yes, it still works, but this build is only broken in PvP, as I am about to show you. This is absolutely legit, guys. Don't you know it? Right, so this one, right at the start, there's only one place they can be, which is down. This is legit. This is all good, buddy. This is all good. This is all legit. This is all perfectly legit. I am not even going to care in this one. I'm just gonna try to go for the host. I'll probably use one of the phantoms as a distraction, but I'll try to focus on the host. Yeah, so the host is there, but I'm going to start with this phantom, so they think that I'm going to go for him, and they are trying to help him. Let's see how it goes. All legit. It's all good. I am not just spamming the one button. Oh, there you go. Host is dead. It's that easy. Right, how many of you are there? 1, 2. Is there a third one? Oh, yes, there is. And he's got a hammer. Oh, you hurt me like that. Let me introduce you to infinite stamina and infinite FPs and an infinite L2 spam. You're the host. I'm gonna focus on you, my friend. I even see that one of your guys is using endurance to try to stop me. Let's see how that works. Oh, he just died. The guy with the endurance just died. The only one left is the guy with the hammer that I don't even really care about anymore. So I'm just gonna ignore him and jump around. Bye, buddy. Yeah, exactly. Not. Now, let's go for the arena, guys, so you have an idea of how broken this is. All I have to do is buff with bleed, and then I spam L2 like I just don't care. Even as I get hit, as you just saw, I got hit by the lightning. Did it really matter? Not really, and I'm back to just spamming more L2s, and in this case I'm actually doing a few charged L2s, just because I can. And did you see that amount of damage? 800 damage with a single L2 charge. Oh, you're gonna do that to me, are you? How well did that work, buddy? Let me show you again how stupid this is. Actually, against this guy is legit, because he was doing the same to me before. He's one of the reasons why I decided to show why this build is stupid, because this is one of the guys that was using this against me. So now you get to taste your own medicine. How does that feel, my friend? Let me charge this for you. Did you like that charged? I'll do it with no charge, and another one with no charge, and there you go. GG. Not broken. Now, another one. This guy was the same. He's doing the exact same thing, and he was doing it against me before. So I decided, let's take revenge. Did you see that he tried to swap to those weapons because he had endurance on them? Or at least he thought he had it, but it was too late. So now you get to taste your own medicine, my friend. I hope you enjoyed it. Legit build this is. Now, another one. This guy is the same as before. He was doing it to me. Now I get to do it to him plenty of times. There's no point doing it to me, my friend. You do not do the same amount of damage. Yes, you got a little blood loss. But meanwhile, I do a 700 and something damage. I killed you with 3. You didn't kill me, did you? Point down. Now, this poor guy, bless him, I think he realized there was no point. But he tried to charge that. I just completely ignored it, and I just charged this twice, and he's absolutely dead. Honestly, guys, I have zero fun using this. But the purpose of this build video is exactly to showcase that these Ashes of War and this weapon right now is just broken. It's stupid. This guy was actually doing the same. As you can see, he changed weapon, but he was doing it to me before. So I find it funny that even the people that are using it eventually got bored of it. But I had to make a video because this build is just wrong. Guys, if you are doing invasions, go for it. It's fun for invasions, especially if you are 3 versus 1. Go for it, but not in the arena. Come on, the arena is for absolutely nothing like this. It grinds my own gears to use it. To be honest, I don't like it. In any case, guys, for those who have watched the video this far, I truly appreciate your support. I hope you do use this build and at least give it a try for the feeling it, but do it in invasions. If you have any comments, please leave them in the comment section down below. I'll see you guys in the next one. It's gonna be a good one, I promise you. And I will never do this again. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you all. Cheerio!